So here I am standing in front of Gungahlin Homestead, and from this view you can see two distinct parts of Gungahlin Homestead. So to my right is the Georgian one that was built by William Davies and his wife Susan Adriana. So that's looking back in the 1860s. And then behind me is the much more impressive Victorian era that was added to later in the 1880s by Crace. And we actually are in the suburb of Crace as it's now being gazetted. The entry used to be off what is today the Barton Highway. And you can imagine the coaches coming up in front of me here. There would have been a big drive where the coaches would have come, and we would have had the other landed gentry of the time. So Henry Hall we would have had the Campbells from Duntroon. So if we get things in perspective again, in the 1830s we've got Duntroon House being built, so the single story first there. We've got Lanyon being started there, and as we move later on we've certainly got the old Canberra Inn at Lynham, which the Southwells ran, or the Shumacks ran there. That gives you a bit of an idea. We have St Ninian's Church and of course St John's Church. So they are some of the buildings or the landmarks of the European settlement here. Prior to that, of course, this was the land of the Ngunnawal people who were here for many, many generations. The water supply was close by with Ginninderra Creek, Molonglo River, Queanbeyan River, these that would eventually flow into the Murrumbidgee River. There was a lot of plantings that were done back then. We had roses, we had many trees that were planted. So it was quite an impressive landmark for the district of what became the national capital.